Hey guys, how you doing? It's VSIC again. This will be the last video today, and this is just a last minute thing. And of course, as I made one of my videos I just made a minute ago, I'm not sure if this guy will comment back, but even if they do, I'm not going to make another video, just like I was saying before. And this was 21 minutes ago. This guy called VC Saturn looks like I looked at his channel for a minute. It looks like he kind of has his own little Love Doll channel. And he said, Real Doll is the worst in all caps. And like he's yelling. It said, you need to get out, bro. And it said, get out of what, bro? Question mark. So they're the worst because you can't afford them? Question mark. And I said, have you ever had one? Question mark. And they have not replied to me just yet. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I know what he's trying to say. And because it's not the first time somebody has said this to me. What they basically are trying to say is that I need to get out more. Well, I don't really see how getting out more is going to help me look into the data of figuring out if something is legitimately the worst or not. And I know what he is also trying to say is to listen to them instead. To get out and listen to everybody else and numbers. Now, I'm not saying that numbers don't speak, but here's the thing. Just because a lot of people are saying something doesn't necessarily mean it's true, okay? And what I'm trying to say is when you are looking into something like this and, getting an opinion and such, it doesn't always mean that I'm supposed to go out to research it. Sometimes you have to actually look into something to research it. And by doing so, look into, for one, legit sources. Always make sure that the information that you're getting something from, especially on the internet, is legitimate source. Now, even legitimate sources can be wrong at times, but for the most part, legitimate sources and research are the key to finding the truth. Now, part of this research of mine, of course, is, for one, actually having a real doll. And I just think it's so funny how many people try to convince me that Real Doll is the worst, even though it's been pretty obvious for over 3 years now that I've had one. And I've even had other, love dolls. And I know what these people are trying to do. What they're trying to do is that they're trying to get something out of the company Real Doll, or they're trying to get something cheaper that is high end. Well, I hate to tell you this, guys, but the reality is that that's not going to happen. It just simply is not going to happen. They are never just going to give it to you. Now, in some cases, like let's say if you get a love doll, you can get your next one cheaper for $500 less at least. You can actually do that. But they are never just going to give you guys a cheaper love doll until further notice, or until the materials get cheaper and or tech get cheaper as well. It is just not going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. But that's just the reality. And I hate it too. I would love to be told that otherwise. And I like being told otherwise, but the truth is that is just not going to happen. I'm sorry. And I also think it's funny because this person doesn't even state the reason why they're the worst. And I don't know. Some people, sometimes, I just don't really think before they say stuff. And you can go ahead and call me a jackass. You can go ahead and call me a jackass. But the truth is, being just simply honest is actually being nicer than being dishonest. And if somebody seriously can't handle the truth, I just think that that's pathetic. I'm sorry, but I just think that people that can't handle the truth are pathetic. That they can't overcome the stress of true honesty like that. I just think it's really pathetic that some people just cannot handle the truth. It really is. And if you guys want to keep on telling your opinions on Real Doll, that's just fine with me. But all I am saying is do not be like, keep on telling your opinions on Real Doll. That's just fine with me. But all I'm saying is do not be like people like that. And before you hear or believe anything that anybody says, look into the actual data. That is something that I also learned when I was homeschooled, is to actually look into the data before believing what people told me. Because you guys have seen all the videos I've talked about when I was talking about all the things that, I've been lied about throughout my life, like about gay people, LGBTQ community, about, women, about men, etc. Almost everything that I grew up listening to from tons of people in the past have ended up not being true at all, and or different from what was told to me growing up as a kid and teenager. And also, just looking into the actual data, I felt, betrayed, basically. And that's what happens when, so many people lie to you like that, is that you feel betrayed. And of course, with that being said, I will end this video. And again, just look into the actual data and maybe even get a demo if you can. Good night.